stream. Not started yet, but here we are. Hey, welcome to our little live stream of the very small subset of the super group. So yeah, we have an agenda built here. So I wanted to know from you, Max, you seem to have some suggestions for the organization of this design group, or were you just asking?
Just clarifying how we move forward. I kind of find it a bit difficult to agree on something. It's only one team present here. Like, Kaya, like what team are you on? Maybe I'm.
I'm team 2 and Deem is team 3, I think.
Yeah, I'm team 3 as well. Okay, so we have at least 2 teams now. Okay.
But yeah, I think we said that we should treat UI UX design for like the whole thing rather than like everybody being just their own little teams. I mean, it makes sense to share all the components and have like one at least look, you know.
I don't mind. Maybe we can appoint some like lead designer who we can consult with, you know.
I mean, that is an important question. Like, I would love to have a lead designer, and I'm not sure about who it should be. And because there is pretty heavy designers missing, I mean, maybe Griff knows better, like the total profiles of everybody.
I mean, I wish I knew how Sergey is the designer for block science. I wish I knew how much time he had to give to this project. But I think so I don't know. But he's a full-time designer, and that's all he does. So I mean, he would be the natural first choice.
And it sounds awesome. I also think if we just start setting some stuff up in Figma, we can all work asynchronously on it anyway.
I have another question.
Yes.
It's regarding the design, because shouldn't it be integrated into Giveth, some of it? Like, so it should work together with the Giveth UI as it is right now?
Yeah,
for team 3 definitely. For team 3 definitely. There's a lot of overlap.
Okay.
I think that there's like a kind of a clear distinction of like users, and so designing for different users is important. So there's like people who just want to speculate on the token. They'll have a website that, at least in my imagination, they'd have a website that just tells them how to buy into the token bonding curve, you know, what the curve looks like and where they are, and then, you know, how to burn tokens, how to mint and burn, right? And that's it. Like, that's all they need to know. And then there's another design for token holders that want to vote on different proposals, right? And so that would be kind of like an Argon DAO UI type situation. And then there's team 3, the user base of people who want to submit proposals, which would be Giveth, basically. And so there's like these 3 different websites that need to interact with each other. Like team 3, not only do we have to do the proposals, you know, thing, there's also kind of this like, how does a milestone that's been created get added to the list? And does that happen on Giveth? It could. Does it happen on, it might be the best place for it, I'm not sure. It might also be better if, maybe it's better if we use the DAO instead, you know, and they just put like a milestone or something. I mean, these are decisions that need to be made.
Okay.
I think, that's also one thing we can, I mean, we should really, I want to dive more deeply into the real-time board that Team 4 has made. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It was linked yesterday. Have you seen it?
No. What is
No,
it?
nobody.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check it out either.
I'm gonna share it. I have to find it still, but let me share my screen. Okay. I'll share my screen. Here it is. So I have to dive in here. Okay. This is like but it seems like this is a full system model. Yeah, it's because they are busy with the question of this, like how to have certain how to value certain contributions or time or goods, or it's basically to me it's like some form of whatever. It's a great link between capitalism and communism in a way. Like you try to find an equal number for, I think that's what usually markets do, but well, here's a different scheme. And so I have to dive into it. I don't know what it has, but what I wanted to say is I think for all those questions, like where are we using the Giveth tab, or where do we develop our own UI, it's not questions we can answer here right now. And so one thing here is like how can we stimulate the whole to get into this, like build the system, as a whole, at least have those building blocks, know when we go where. What do you think?
I mean, I like making decisions and not delaying the decisions for unknown times, I would say. But
yeah, it might be, I mean, it might be with you again, or maybe you want to have like a work session on this where many people, I mean, like that's the great thing about those Figmas and those real-time boards, like we can all go together and try to, maybe we should maybe make, so I would love to do that actually at the next Thursday meeting, to have like a real-time board and have a more action-focused meeting and try to, everybody gets in there and we try to model the whole system, and then we know what decisions we have to make, where those friction points are, where we can decide if we go to DApp or if we go to the DAO, or maybe we go to another third-party thing that's not even mentioned here because. No.
Yeah, I think if we can use the real-time board for like user flows or something like that, that would help a lot.
I mean, we can do everything with here. The only thing I don't like to do really in a real-time board is the actually UI design. I prefer Figma for that, but for collaborative system building work, it's pretty cool, I think. And I made one for the common stack already.
well, do we want to try? I see we have an agenda, but that sounds like a useful practice, is to do user flows. I mean, do we want to try to collaborate on that right now, or what's on?
That is a great item to work on right now if we want. I'll just quickly share it here. Just a second. Okay, that's an edit link. I posted in the Jitsi chat. So I just started with some stuff here, like up there's the strategy, which is kind of, I pulled this out of this presentation I saw on Odyssey. It's more like a thing we should talk about also in the main meeting. It's those impact canvas, they use to validate our hack. And the score model and a full schedule, because Odyssey Hackathon is actually step 2 in a 4-step thing that's here. So we are coming to the end of the defining period. We are kind of late in that period. And the Odyssey Hackathon is actually the co-creating period. And after that, there will be the incubation things. But like I said, we can talk about those. But just to show you around. And then I made these, like just these frames for different teams so they could make their part of the system. And we can also add a frame for our session right now. So, yeah, I mean, we can maybe use this to play with it. It's really easy once you know what to do, but it might take a while. So there's this really cool thing where you can like, the most important thing is like this left bar. This is very different from most software. Like the second one is actually a templates thing where you can put a mind map in. I'm gonna put one here. Oh, that's the wrong one. So these templates are actually collections of, how was it? Collections of single elements, but there are also programs here. And yeah, if you click the 3 dots, there is like apps, and I can put a mind map here. And the mind map is like a fully functional mind mapping software inside the software. Oh, there it is.
Nice. I know Abby has her own mind map software that she likes, so we'll have to try to move her to this if that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can put all kinds of graphics in here if they are already full. But see, like, I don't know if you can see this. Like, if you watch me on, yeah, oh yeah, you are here. So I can see, that's what I mean. Like, you can very quickly, if you use the thing inside, yeah, inside the real-time board, it might be a little more cumbersome. You can do all kinds of stuff here. There's user story maps, concept maps. So whatever if anybody has like done this before with a specific template thing, we can use that. But you know, whatever is working best for you, Griff. This is really for this makes much sense. So this is, for example, what I built for Paris in 2 minutes, or like I started in 2 minutes and refined it, of course, but this is how it can look very quickly.
So what agenda topic are we on right now? Kai? Sorry, can you guys hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Are we on a specific agenda topic right now? Like,
Kay is
I don't
having
think we are.
connectivity
Yeah,
issues.
it's me.
Okay. Well, I kind of
Oh
want
my God, how long was I muted? I'm talking so quiet. My Jitsi froze strangely.
Around 30 seconds to minute, so not much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get us back on the agenda because I don't know that this is actually on the agenda. Or I'm not sure. Are we working working on an agenda topic?
No, we're kind of like all around. But we did. Somebody added.
Well, I'm just going to try to bring us back to.
We did talk about stuff. So talk about organization for design pre-Odyssey. I think we said that we'll just try to have a next meeting as soon as possible with and identify who will be in charge. And we said to make a collaborative session for the full system at the next meeting. And you said you wanted to dive in right now, so that's why I gave a link to the real-time board already. So. Right. I mean, I'm doing the notes if like.
Well, I can take over some notes if you have some things to talk about.
No, I'm good with the notes because you said to build it right now. So do you want to build it right now, or do you want to?
Well, that's like agenda topic number 5, right? So you put some other things on the agenda.
It is.
Maybe.
So this one is also a quick one. Have you guys seen this carrot thing, the logo?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you like it? Or do you like what you like? Which ones, for example?
Could you remind what is this logo for?
Well, we can use it for whatever. It's primarily there is this thing that came up that we should have something to identify us by, especially because we are these 5 teams, and like it might not be obvious. And most of the teams at Odyssey do something like all wear one piece of the same thing, and some teams have logos and whatever. And very quickly during one of the calls, I don't know which one it was, I proposed, let's use a carrot because we try to rework incentivization. And so I sent the request to one of our friends in Kiev, Lydia. And she's always cool at coming up with stuff in a very short time. So I told her, can you make a carrot logo? It's like, about solving the tragedy of the commons, symbolized by a carrot. And this is what she came up with.
Yeah, I like carrots. I mean, I think getting some of those orange vests, it's always good to have an orange vest if you need to sneak into a concert or if you need to like stop traffic for a second. These things are useful in the real world. So like having a bunch of orange vests, if we wanted to sneak into a condemned building, like we would have no problems. And they're cheap.
That is the second thing. We said like, okay, we have this logo, and the other thing is that we talked with Griff. Hey, we could use actually orange security vests to make a pun at the yellow vests and be the orange vests that are like carrots, because we could use also green woolen hats and orange security vests, which would protect us from the April weather in Netherlands. And at the same time symbolize this carrot in clothing. So yeah, just a part of the meeting with the crazy ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I think carrot is good. I think I think most people don't really care, and we should just like push forward.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna choose one.
Oh, well, I think that maybe for choosing the carrot, we just do a Lumio. Which carrot? Like choosing the carrot as the thing and going with orange vests and green caps for price and ease of use. I think that sounds like I think that's an easy win. I don't think anyone would really disagree. But choosing the carrot, exactly which carrot, people will be like, this other one's better. And maybe we like allow people, maybe we put together a Lumio to choose which carrot we go with.
Okay. I'm gonna make one. How do we make Lumios for, or what's your preferred way to put the Lumios for?
I use Josh made a Lumio.
The conversation Lumio, a conversation. It's called, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I think I have it here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Giveth curation DAO Odyssey plan. That's the thread.
Okay, I'm gonna make a proposal for a ranked choice for that.
There are a lot of carrots to vote on, though.
There
are, but you know, like I think it's it's really fun to vote on carrots.
We can do a ranked choice or something. Like pick your top 5 and then or we could narrow it down if you guys want right now. We could look at it and narrow it down.
I was kind of hoping to at least have some favorites. Like if everybody picks a favorite, we can, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have an easy link or something to find these carrots?
Yes. So, I mean, I can also share my screen.
I would love it on my screen. I'm looking. Which thread is it? There's too many threads. Or maybe you can go in the real-time board or something.
Thread. Put the picture there.
Design supergroup. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. There's some.
I mean, that's what happens to me. Like, I look at them and I smile because I see another one that's just looking so funny, like one that's walking. But there's certainly some of them I like more than others.
I like Ethereum carrot.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are pretty awesome. It's just, there are some that I think correspond more to what we do, which is.
I like the one. I really like the one with the string because it's like it reminds me of a top, like spinning a top and keeping balance. You know.
Wait a second. I will try to mark our choices. So which one you said, Griff?
The one with the string around it. The Ethereum one, or it looks kind of.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I like that one also very much because I think that it's a great idea to have this Ethereum carrot.
Yeah.
And what was your reasoning for the string? What do you like about the string?
It makes it look like a top, like you pull the string and then it stays spinning. You know.
Damn it. All right.
It's a little complicated, but I can't even. I guess I see the difference now.
Between what?
The other two that are next to the one with the string. It's just the top of the carrot's inverted. The ones I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like we're like finished with UX and switching to other topics.
We haven't started with the UX because we also are not the greatest like I said, there is half of the people missing. We can get Griff to start working on the system spec. In just a second, let me just get what carrots do you other carrots, or is that the only one we like?
Yeah, I hear you hardly because of somebody's background noise.
Oh, that was Griff's background noise.
Okay. You were asking which I prefer or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those like Ethereum carrots are really nice.
Okay, cool. I also like the rocket one that's in the upper right corner, and I think the one that's just the other part of the carrot, like down below. Okay, so just to have some suggestions, you know, so I don't have to choose for everybody. Deem, any carrots you want to include?
I also like the Ethereum one, and then the one with the legs. That's a fun one, I think.
Yeah, okay. The one with the legs is just so funny. I had to laugh out loud when I discovered it. Okay, cool. So we have 4 carrots now to vote on. I will put those carrots to a vote, which are those ones. Yeah. All right. Okay, next agenda topic. Coordinate on design tools. So I think I think we just did that also. We said we will make a project Figma or one for all and the real-time board the real-time board for pulling all the stuff in and pulling in and
the real-time board could be more like
sorry, what?
Sorry. The real-time board could be more like as you said, mind map and stuff like that. And maybe also you made the ETH Paris thing, which is also a bit like a user flow, I think.
It is one, yeah.
Yeah, and something like that, could be made in the real-time board too.
Yeah, so I started this one. I will just put this here. For the Figma, so nobody did any groundwork. No, actually Abby did groundwork for ETH Paris. I think Griff, you might be a little familiar with the state of that, or should we make a new one?
She has like a nice flow for the token bonding curve. I think it can be pretty well imported, and we just need to ask her to do it because I don't have access to it. I think it was in proprietary software, not the easiest to collaborate with. So.
Yeah, there's 2 things she uses. One is Figma, where we can easily share stuff between all systems, and the other one is Framer X, which is proprietary stuff. But yeah, so maybe I will ask her how to deal with Framer X, or how other people can access that, and ask her to share the Figma, and then we evaluate. Okay, somebody else facilitate.
Yeah, I can facilitate. Is there a link to the Telegram group? I didn't see a link, a linkable join. I wanted to put that in the notes.
You mean the supergroup here?
Yeah, for the supergroup. I couldn't find a link to join it.
Sure.
But okay. So what's the next one? Sorry. Okay, so the next group is building a user flow. Oh, okay. Well, I know Max and I did this for Team 3. Maybe we can split it up and do this. Well, yeah, no, I think there's no other agenda items, right?
There is just decide on next meeting, or how to, or maybe like input how we can have a quick next meeting.
Well,
build the user flow, but like I said, build the user flow, we can do that whenever, and just
I think it'd be cool to maybe break into pairs, and Max and Deem work on the user flow for Team 3, and Kai and I work on Team 2, and then maybe we come back in like 15 minutes and see what we have. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
All right.
So what do we need to accomplish for 15 minutes?
Just basically turn that spec that we kind of wrote with the user journey in our document into something on the real-time board that's really easy to see, like a user flow with using real-time.
Why not Figma?
Oh, well, we could do it on Figma. I think Figma is for the UI, but at least that was right, Kai. That was the plan?
For a definitely real-time board is not good for UI. So I think you could use it, of course, like all mock-up software. But you can, I mean, if you work, we're talking about user flow, like a diagram of the flow that takes the user through the whole experience, not the
so kind of like this user takes this action and then this action and then this action, and then they have these different choices and that kind of user flow, right?
Yeah.
So basically boxes with lines connecting them.
But like there is no pressure. It's not like you have to be done in 15 minutes. It's just to work, like get something there so people can expand on it is the idea, I think.
Yeah. Would you guys be down for that?
I'm down.
Or do you want to use Figma?
I'm a bit confused. I don't know.
Maybe, but if Deem is not confused and Max is confused and you two people are working together anyway, maybe you can, maybe it's better if just like, Deem facilitates, right?
Yeah, and Max definitely has the spec. I think he understands it, so we talked about it the other day. So
I think it will become clear the second you start with the whole thing. It's just
who'll be approving the work we do?
I will. I'll verify it.
So, like somebody we will do, Grief will be approving the result, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's more like really like we're making a work in progress. So something is here, and there will be expansion upon it because I think yeah.
Okay, because I want to know who's the internal customer to clarify the the specification, the needs of the end result.
Yeah, I will, and we'll do it right after. Let's just break up for 15 minutes, and then afterwards, we'll both show the results for the last 5 minutes, just to show the walkthrough. And then, although we'll be working in the same piece, so we can also see our results as we go. And then, yeah, if I see discrepancies, I'll just how I imagine it. Then we'll talk.
All right.
I can't tell if my internet is going out or not.
Okay, so we will just break up.
Yeah. If you want to, we will just start here in this room or stay in this room, I think.
Well, I think there's going to be crosstalk, so we should probably have the commons too. Do you guys want to go there, Max and Dean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we continue the stream just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
just
so let's look at team 2. User flow. I've never made a user flow myself.
So there's something I put already together for ETH Paris, right? We can probably use.
Cool. Is that in real-time board?
It's in it's in a common stack real-time board. Deem is here. You're not here. It's just a link that is in Chitty chat.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong board.
Ah, you went probably to the group 4 board.
I went to.
There you are.
No, I was just in a different board.
It's because Max doesn't have access to.
But really, I put a share link there. Maybe he never went to real-time board and has to log into Google.
Oh.
Yeah,
I will copy this link instead. I just copied the one I had when I opened it.
You
Okay,
can
I'll
al-
go back.
It's just like I would just like in the end we should all be. For me, the great thing about the real-time board is that we can have one. I mean, there is one. There is stuff here. You already put that here, no?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
But Max doesn't have access. But I'll give him the right link now.
Okay, cool.
See you.
So, you should definitely switch on the cursors if you haven't.
switch on the cursors.
It's like next to the share button, there is a cursor button, which will make you see.
Yeah, I see the cursors.
Nice. So yeah, you found the strategy panel.
Where are we moving to?
So if you go down to ETH Paris here, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
There is like, but that's like the Git Viction flow. Maybe you want to go through it one time, and I'll just make a copy of this, and we make a new one out of this. But it's almost the whole conviction system.
So yeah, I mean, we can kind of get rid of the GitHub repository piece.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We want to copy it.
Because that's like giveth, and team 3 is doing that.
It's just input. So this is, oh yeah, nice.
Team 3.
Can you actually
Yeah.
It's okay. So it's okay. We don't need it anymore anyway.
Oh, you wanted to copy it? I see.
That was the ETH Paris. It's okay. Okay.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to control Reezy or whatever. So did you copy it?
Copy it, and we go left to the panel. Come on. Copy, paste. Okay, there it is. And on the left panel, I made a one you can edit now.
Oh, okay. Left panel. Okay, so this is the one you can edit. So delete that. So this is fine.
So I'm not sure. So the thing is, how good are you with those diagrams? I would really like to learn at one point different things mean, because one of those is action, one is decision, you know?
Oh, I have no idea, dude. I have no idea what.
But you know what I mean, right? I think those.
The diamond is.
I think the diamond is decision, but.
There's probably a mind map.
Yeah, there's different frameworks using different. Whatever. We don't have to get into it. So a milestone gets in, right? We allocate some tokens. Conviction accumulates, and that's it basically for the start.
Oh, hey.
So I was thinking that you are on Skype phone.
Yeah,
Skype
yeah.
phone. You are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have to leave for a meeting, and I will come probably by 1 hour, or by 7 or so.
Okay.
Will you be around?
Yeah, I'll just stay right here until then, if that's cool. You're coming back?
Yes, around 7 though, probably. I mean, early
Cool.
7. Sharon, will you be around? Because maybe might be good to join.
Yeah, maybe we'll go grab some food or something. Sorry, Kai.
You're in Istanbul, right?
Yeah, I'm at a blockchain center here.
Juice. Sorry.
What was that?
You should drink lots of pomegranate juice.
Is that what they're known for, huh? Pomegranate juice.
They make it fresh on every corner. It's the only place I know like that, and it's cheap, and it's it's pomegranate. So what's there not to like?
Truth. I wonder if it must not be in season because I haven't seen it actually.
Oh no. Did you go through the whole thing one time, or are you like stepping?
Yeah, no, I went through it.
Okay.
I think that, and now I'm converting some of the things that were specific for Gitviction to.
Okay. Oh, and damn it, we tried to do the same thing. The thing is, I wasn't such a fan before, but they just changed the terms of service in real-time board. Before you could have 10 users max, and now it's unlimited.
Oh,
so,
nice.
This is really good. Yeah, that's really good for what we want to do.
Ben şeyi aldıkmaya çalışacağım, bir şey gibi gözüksün ya da gözükmesin, sizi de aldıkmaya çalışacağım, başka ayrı. Ama onun için de onay bekliyorum. Yani, o yüzden ben sistem gözükmüyor.
We should probably move this over to.
So the milestone isn't paid out; it's funded.
Oh yeah, it's funded.
Ben şimdi gerçekten bir şey yaptım, tezi yaptım. Yeni öğrenciler atmak istiyoruz, onay vermek için. Onay vermek lazım. Ben size haber vereceğim. Şey istediği yer hakkında hazırlık vereceğiz. Tamam, deniz banklarına satışacak.
And
I mean, we probably shouldn't do it like that because yes is. Oh no.
Well, yes, there's some after yes also tokens are released, like tokens are now not being staked behind a choice, so they can be voted on. So I don't know how do you draw that line?
Oh, you just
like
you
there's
just actually
a
take
second
one
line.
there. Like I take this one, you see, and I push it between the boxes, and the boxes are just duplicate. Yeah, you can use that box. So and I make the arrows. No, easy task.
So what do you think about the word stake? Like tokens are staked behind a choice. Are they staked behind a choice? Like, because they're not really staked, like they can be removed at any time per se. But
as long as they are not removed, they are staked.
Yeah. I mean, okay, cool.
I mean, I can look up the definition again, but I think yeah, it's give financial or other support to. I mean, so in that sense, we could call it support, but support with your tokens is not as cool as stake.
Yeah. Conviction accumulates asymptotic. User removes tokens.
You're right. You cannot lose them.
So
Yani konuştuk hocayla. Alınma sürecinin
We should probably also say that the tokens come from team 1, no?
yeah, good point. Now there's another flow that we have to deal with as well, which is the DAO itself. So the DAO receives funds and the DAO pays out funds. Maybe I'll
Ama yaptığın, ilerlediğin yolda böyle çok daha mantıklı. Bu arada böyle hocaların imzalanmışını tanıyorum çünkü daha benim hocalarım. İyi hoca olmayı zaten iyi hoca artık. Çok iyi. Barış Hoca çok iyi. Barış Hoca çok iyi. Şimdi dekanla falan yapıyoruz. Abi biraz kasacak dedim. Böyle çok mantıklı olur. Çünkü matematik temelini görüyor. 90'ın diyorsun değil mi sen? 90'ın. Biz de matematikten biz mesela çıkışıyız zaten. Skoder'in kurucusu. Evet, buranın sıfır ortalamalı tek öğrencisi. Abi giden şey oldu. 4 kişi topluyorsun, 2 etmiyor ortalama. O ya 300 böyle bir şey oldu. 4 kişi 2 etmiyor. 4 kişi topluyor, 2 etmiyor. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Biri sıfır, biri sıfır. Yanında zaten bunlar bir tek sayıdan bitti. 1.80. O kaçtı? Buradakiler değil mi onlar? Yani burada yüksek olan kişiler var mı? Yok. Üstü yok. Kimse yok. Abi Enes'in yüksek olabilir. Benim de o muhabbet birlikte. Ya yazınca fikrini yaşıyorum. Zaten ben şöyle duydum geçen hafta. Tüm yazın bölümüne gidenlerin ortalaması çok düşük oluyor. Yok böyle şey yok ya.
So there's the difference, right? Because these tokens I put here, they're mine. But talking to DAO.
Exactly. There's two currencies at play. In the second currency, I don't know if we want to have like a different line color, maybe.
Oh, sure. You change the color by clicking on it and change it.
Ooh, I meant line color, but I guess we can also do box color.
Oh yeah, sure. Because the lines are so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Box color is probably better. I guess we've got to start using the commons terminology. Instead of a DAO, it's a commons.
Oh yeah. We could call it a commons DAO, so we.
The commons DAO, the commons token bonding curve, the commons.
Because that's the commons is the super.
Çek analiz edin. Ona göre geliştirme sürecine başladık. Bu süreçte de hani farklı şeyleri öğrenip nasıl adapte edebiliriz onu yapmamız gerekiyor. Yani biz mesela hani sadece JavaScript değil, Burak'ta öyle. Hani bayağı vaktimizi verip hani daha fazla ne yapabiliriz odaklanmış. Hani dersler çok boş geliyor yani. Evet.
Well, I guess we can just call it funds, but maybe I like being more specific and we'll just call it XDAI.
Are they initialized with XDAI?
Yeah,
for our thing in Odyssey, because you said Rinkeby, so we work with both Rinkeby and XDAI chain.
Yeah, we'll just call them XDAI tokens. We're not gonna, or I guess yeah, it's true. We can. I mean, there is no stable coin on Rinkeby, right? So, I mean, I guess we could just say DAI, but I want to at least communicate that it's a stable token.
Sure. It's just for me to, I mean, yeah, because we have to build it, we have to know the difference, because in XDAI you can, of course, you know, have the gas be the included.
Yeah,
It solves a
that's a
lot
good
of
point.
we built for that. So I think that's a real difference. It's also one of the things we really, I mean, you have a better oversight than me, but you know, we can push in a direction where we actually want the dApp to be. So part of the development can not straightly, but can go back into the dApp if we.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into that. I like your explicit note there. Like, I'm adding it XDAI, and we'll just say Rinkeby ETH, but we'll use Rinkeby Ether, but we'll just call it XDAI.
That's much better. Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Common securely stores XDAI. And then.
Oh, they're building down there. Let's see what they got.
Oh yeah, I guess we should join them, huh?
Is it 15 minutes?
Yeah. Well, they should join us, I guess. Should we just let them keep going?
So let me see the notes real quick.
Hey.
Hey, that was fun, right?
Yeah. Well,
Max, how did you like it? It's fun, right? Just wrap your head around things.
Well, it helps synchronizing.
You will be amazed. Like, the more you work with this, there is so many possibilities here. It's crazy. I really love this tool. All right. Do you want to take it, Griff, for the synthesis?
Sure. So yeah, did you guys run into any questions or any issues?
Yeah, so we were synchronizing, like talking it through together. So we spent most of the time like talking about the flow without making much, but more understand it as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I have as a question is like, so we have in the docs, in the specs, like we already have like create campaign, create milestone and stuff like that. That's already in Giveth. So the thing that is not in Giveth is like the XDAI and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the feature that we need to build also, or what?
Yeah. So the Giveth flow is important, right? There's a couple pieces to it. There's the tokens being redeemed, right? So like milestones get funded, but then it sits in the milestone. They can get funded from external parties or internal or the commons as well, right? And so that's the commons flow, right? But also there's how do items get added to the conviction voting? So like, how does a milestone get to be voted on? And that's like tokens get staked behind the milestone. So what is the user journey if the user who wants to take a giveth milestone and have it be voted on by the commons? So that's like one user journey. And then,
okay, so that's the one thing we don't have right now is like a user which is you know, staking behind a milestone, like using the conviction voting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's one flow, and then there's the flow of a user receives tokens and gets paid out by the commons and ends up with these commons tokens, and then they have the tokens into XDAI, and then turn the XDAI into money in their bank account, and that's like the Libre thing. So there's an Libre kind of flow where they receive tokens and then they put money in their bank account. And this is more for narrative than for actually designing. But it's like, how do I take tokens and turn it into money in my bank?
Okay. Yeah.
Hello?
Sorry, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Just so quiet. I thought you were gone. I'm trying to write the notes.
I had to tell someone I'm going to be late because I want to finish this. So yeah, and then so there's the person getting paid, there's the milestone flow, and then there's the staking options to the conviction voting. I think that's it for team 3. Okay. Is there something I'm missing, Max? No? Maybe you're muted or something. No, Max isn't here. That's right. Did Max have to go to a different meeting? Okay, cool.
He wrote that he needs to jump off and we should continue asynchronously, which we can. I will just wrap up those notes and put them there. And so should we make another doodle for the next, or just set like a time? Let's try in 24 hours again. Or I mean, use the old doodle, which kind of suggests that somewhere in 24 hours there would be another good time. Let's see. Yeah, I mean tomorrow, same time. What do you think? Should we just do it like that, or make aim for next week?
Yeah, I mean, maybe try to get the other guys here for whatever time they make, and prioritize Abby, Sergey, and Beth, I guess. But I can't make tomorrow. I'm flying.
Oh, you don't have to be here all the time. It should be really, yeah. I want to get them on the same level that we are here now, so it's fine with them what we discussed here, and yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Then we can check out. Actually, cool. I'll finish those notes here. Cool. Yeah, and if you have anything to add, maybe look when I post it in Telegram. You can add stuff. So thanks, and I give it to Griff.
Okay, cool. See you guys. See you, Liam. Good to see you, man.
See you.
Awesome. Thanks.